Mm. All right. Welcome to the mukbang that'll end all mukbangs. I'm your host, Mikey G. I'm here for you. Oh shit. Oh shittles. All right. First off, let me get a post here. Like and subscribe. Pin this real quick. Gotta pin a message real fast and think we're on the right path. One moment. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second, folks. We're gonna get this show on the road, and I think we're on the right path. I appreciate you guys taking the time to check out the channel, obviously, and I always appreciate you guys, even when you guys are so patient with me, even when there's testicle difficulties. Here we go. There we go. All right. We're back. We're live. We're large and we're in charge. Welcome to the program, everybody. We're doing a mukbang. So I'm using avocado oil on the pizza. So I use avocado oil. Diddy uses baby oil, I know. I realized something. I need to give me 1 second, folks. Hold on. I need to create a poll. It's taking a little bit of time. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Almost there. Almost there. We're getting there. Control room. Fans demand Caleb Hammer reactions. Oh, Tim Smith, by the way. We got our boy Tim Smith in the house. Actually, I got the browser up. I could do that here in just a few moments. I wouldn't mind doing a few Caleb Hammer reactions. That would be, it is fun to react to his channel. Because I have vitriolic reactions to half of the people who go on there. And yeah, so absolutely. It sounds like a plan to me. Holy shit. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put a poll up. It is a necessary poll. Maybe. If I can get it up here. One second, folks. Sorry about that. I'm really focused on this poll. Hold on. All right, I think we're good. Hold on. So I got a pizza in the oven. I got nachos in my bussy. We got Okay, hold on, folks. I gotta take a step back for a second. Okay. So Yo says Jack me off. Says Yo, Jack me off also says, which random GIF do you be generating? I don't know, man. Look up Caleb Hammer episode. Tim Smith is saying, look up Caleb Hammer episode, financial audit's biggest nutcase. Okay, I'm going to copy that into the browser because I'm lazy. I don't want to type that. So I'm going to paste it into the browser because I'm a lazy man. Give me a second, folks. We got 3 votes. Hell yeah. All right, let's roll. Financial audit's biggest nutcase. Is this the one that you're talking? Well, hold on. Is this the one that says that's from 2 months ago? Dude, that guy looks like he's going to kill people. I'm assuming that's the one that you want. I love how each of these is titled Financial Audit's Biggest, put X here. So Financial Audit's Biggest Crash Out, Financial Audit's Biggest Gold Digger. That is so funny. Dude, that is so funny, dude. Oh my, 10 hours ago? That's... So yeah, let's take a look here. We'll do we're gonna do a bit of a Caleb Oh, I've already watched some of this.
And that was, she just wanted to
because it's at the 20-minute mark. I do think I've seen part of this. Some of this seems oddly familiar. Give me a... Where the fuck did I put my headphones? Hold up. I gotta find... Oh, here's my headphones. Here we go. Yeah, some of this seems oddly familiar, and I'm very curious to see. All right, I gotta plop the headphones in real quick into the Yeti microphone. Can I just say this? I love the Yeti microphone more than anything. I think it's like the greatest. If we're gonna go with like the greatest podcast, you name it, sort of microphone, it really does the trick. It is the GOAT. But let's take a look and see what Caleb Hammer's biggest nutcase is all about. I'm going to have to get the pizza here in a second. So I did watch this at one point. I do remember this a little bit. I remember watching this and I was like, I can't. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I wasn't reacting to it, but I just remember watching. Let's finish it. Let's see where I was at, though.
I'd sign on and nothing would happen. Yeah, I was trying.
Well, listen.
Well, also, from work from home, COVID has been a huge issue for us. So, like, I couldn't, we've been...
It's 2025. What are you talking about?
It's still here, bud. It's still here right now.
Oh, God, this guy's a COVID nut. No.
The rest of us.
Have you heard of long COVID?
Oh, God, dude. Can we stop with the COVID shit? We know the media lied to us about a lot of it. So, anyway, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get a paper towel because my hands are about ready to get messy. One moment. Okay, got one of my paper towels here, just in case. All right, let's all right, pizza will be done in 10 minutes, so I gotta finish these nachos if I want to beat the rush.
Oh, you mean that, but not in
That's
terms
from
of,
a single infection.
but not in terms of like the economical impact. Like people are going out and working. People are
Well, right, but the economical
offices,
impact
people are in
is
restaurants,
also
people are traveling.
The long-term look at your life. If you are unable to live past the age of 35 because...
Wait, are you afraid of getting long COVID?
I'm not...
Don't wish. Don't hope.
My ex-partner and daughter and child both have long COVID already. I'm not afraid of it.
All of them have long COVID?
You likely have long COVID also.
Well, then I'm fucking kicking its ass.
So,
A lot of people aren't.
How many? I don't know
Have
any
you ever-
statistical
About 40% of people that get a single infection,
Hold on.
and most people have had 10
Hold on.
plus.
Martin says, "Can you, Mr. Garza, please pump up the price of silver and gold? I need to afford Michael Garza better paper towels." What are wrong with these paper towels? Look at these. These are great paper towels. This is Scott's paper towels, by the way. They're a little low grade, but I was able to. I got these at Grocery Outlet, like a pack of 16 for like $10. That's a good deal. And yeah, my paper towels are a little trashy. I'll admit it. I just need to learn how to wipe my damn face. Let's continue. Can you guys hear me all right? Hold on. I'm making sure that yeah, it looks like everything's good. Never mind. If you guys have any trouble hearing me though, let me know. But if you also have any trouble hearing the video, let me know too.
But
Infections by now.
if that's
Do you understand the math on that? Because that's everybody.
Yeah, I do, but if that was the case, this entire country's economic system would be shut down.
No,
but
it
it's
takes
not.
time. It takes time.
You're saying that's going to happen.
This guy's
will
insane,
happen.
dude.
Is this like the
he
polar
still
opposite
he believes
of
in
Joe
the whole
Rogan
long COVID
happening
bullshit.
right now?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, so you're like he's like he didn't like believe any
They
of
don't.
it.
How much do you want to bet all these people who are still freaking out about COVID in like 2025 are just lazy bastards who don't want to work? Seriously. If you're young enough, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, if you're still thinking that, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think I think the whole COVID thing was debunked. We also found out where it originated from. And, yeah. I'm blown away by this. This guy is killing my mussy. And also, let me try to get more of this. There we go. This guy's killing my mussy without a doubt. By the way, I stopped doing the whole simulcasting thing. As much as I enjoy doing simulcasting, it's fun. This is better. Let's continue.
Yeah, they didn't understand what the risk
You believe it's
is.
like the Black Death.
But there are tools that we can use, like what I brought.
How long was your COVID? And yes, I'm lazy. It's about as long as my penis, 1 inch. My paper towels make me bleed. Hell yeah. You gotta get Scott's, man. Scott's paper towels are good. They're kind of cheap, but I like them. Yeah. I think honestly that COVID is a lazy person's excuse. Seriously, to not go back to work, to be like, oh, I'm afraid I'll get infected or whatever. I mean, unless you're a huge germaphobe, which they exist, like Howard Stern and Howie Mandel. Those guys are both pretty germophobic people, and they overreacted to COVID like crazy. A lot of people overreacted to COVID. It was really frustrating. I got bullied into wearing masks, and it made me hate Democrats even more. It also made me hate Karens even more. I hate Karens already, but Karens, I can't stand the white Karen that forced me to wear masks. This is one of the reasons why Trump won, because of COVID. People were like, yeah, the leftist lunatics try to like shame me into wearing masks, shame me into getting the vaccine. I have to admit, I thought getting the vaccine at the time was a good idea. I didn't try to but like venues were enforcing it. It was really pathetic. It was really disgusting. So I don't know. God, this guy's already killing my
Right
vibe.
here today. Like this guy here, Covixel. It's antiviral.
Covixel?
Yeah. it's an
Covixel?
antiviral.
No way.
2 shoots up your nose at a time, and
Lindsay,
it keeps you safe.
How do you find these people?
It'll keep you safe. If you got sick kids and you're tired of them being sick, give them Covixel before they go to school. Keep them
This
safe.
guy is a
If you're going out in
grifter.
the crowd,
How do
use
you
some
give that
He
Covixel.
just did
Shit.
shameless
squirts in
advertising
their
for something
nose.
called
How
Covixel.
often? I said.
Just for gymnastics. We homeschool our child, so
Because you're afraid of them going outside?
no, because public school's a crock and homeschool is much better.
But it's not the fear of getting sick.
Well, we just take extra steps to stay safe. It's not the fear of getting sick. It's the
But they're not not
This
in
guy is
school
insane.
because of your fear of them getting sick. Correct?
right.
Okay.
Right.
It's just 'cause
Initially,
you wanted to homeschool.
well, initially we pulled our child out of school because COVID was getting bad in our area. Like,
Didn't school shut down?
and
It's
not
Michigan.
really. They
Michigan
went
was
to
locked down for like 3 years.
No, they went to like reduce class sizes, but they reverted back quickly. There was a study published about this Covixel here last October that shows that.
Study.
Well, it's from Harvard, so your quotations are a little
Well, there we go. It's just
impetuous.
No, it's just anytime anyone throws out the word study, it's like, okay, from what?
October 4th, 2024, Harvard.
Yeah.
That's when the study's from. It's about
Are you gonna say
antivirals
anything
in
about
mice.
it?
Oh yeah, yeah. So their test was mostly about the flu, and they exposed the mice to 250 times the lethal level, and the mice were fine that had Covixel. The other ones are dead because it's 250 times the lethal limit.
Advisors work to solve client questions about the future. Equitable helps answer how, with strategies that adapt to market twists and turns, applying industry-leading.
Okay.
Yeah, I ended up getting the Pfizer one when I did get the vaccine. Really sad about that, actually. Because the Pfizer one, I don't know, I don't know if it messed with my heart at all. I'm not too sure. But, yeah. We all got bamboozled. It was, the whole situation was bad. Let's see what else we got here.
200. It kept those mice safe. They didn't get They didn't get the flu. They didn't get COVID. They didn't get RSV. They didn't get any of these viruses.
Okay. Covixel is a nasal spray developed by Salvicon USA Inc. intended to create a barrier in the nasal passages to block airborne viruses, including COVID. However, it's important to note that Covixel has not received approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. February 2024, the FDA issued a warning letter to the company stating that Covixel nasal spray is an unapproved new drug introduced into interstate commerce in violation of Section 505A of the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. The FDA emphasized that introducing such a product without an approved application is prohibited. Despite the lack of FDA approval, Covixel has been available for purchase over the counter at various retailers for like H-E-B and Meijer.
Before Covixel, we were masking every day and fully isolated from March 2024 until separation.
This sounds like you're very scared.
July 2023. We've been avoiding infection because each one takes significant time off of your life. Whether it's now or later, it's taking the time. Like you're gonna be sick, you're gonna be out of
the
work.
hard science behind that.
Of long COVID? Yes. Yeah, I
Of
have
that
the NIH.
if
Long
article.
COVID.
one person gets COVID, they're
You get
gonna die 20.
This just feels like such BS. Everything about this. It's just like, it gets to the point where you can't even trust a study anymore. It sucks. And the skepticism's good. Or, yeah. I'm not gonna dive too deeply into all this, but man, all I gotta say is I'm glad Trump won. Trump won because of stuff like this. Hold on. Yeah. It's hot, 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 hot. Ooh. Put the pizza in the nachos. Let's see. I was an industrial worker, maintenance in Mills. This is what Martin's saying in Mills mayonnaise. Good job. $85,000 a year. I was fired for my beliefs in Norway. Damn. On Norway? Yeah, people should be able to have opinions on things without getting fired. Even if the opinion's controversial. Like, if you're a good worker and you got good work ethic, it's like, dude. Like, if you're... I don't know, even if you're like have really bad beliefs, who the fuck cares? Everybody has the right to their own beliefs. That's why most people stay like hidden with their beliefs. That's a real pizza. It's a good pizza wheel, man. I love it. All right, let's keep watching this shit. This is killing me. Hopefully my boy Tim Smith is still watching. I always enjoy doing a reaction video with my boy Tim Smith.
20 years younger.
No, it's not that you're gonna.
5 years?
It's not a specific time
What are you
necessarily. It's
saying?
just some period of time you will lose with every single infection you get.
Like a minute? Like, what are we talking?
I don't. It depends on your other health factors.
Well, doesn't everything?
Take vitamin D, dude.
Yes, if you're a
But-
fat,
Take vitamin
but
D,
not-
you
I mean,
you're
choke.
not gonna live as long.
Nothing has had the
If you have
profound
heart
impact
disease,
on
you're not
children.
gonna live as long.
But it is a part of my financial thing because I haven't been able
Well,
to.
that's fine. I'll let you talk. It's just I like to play devil's advocate to things, but
I would definitely say
Here's the thing about this guy. This is why people voted for Trump. People like this dude. This is why people voted for. We're tired of the people who should be in the insane asylums. We were tired of them running the country, and we were tired of being told what to do by psychos. Is really what it boils down to. This is why Trump won. People like this. I see people like this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm voting against you. Absolutely, without a doubt. Let's keep going.
I'm a
Enough.
COVID extremist over the last
obviously
5
that
years.
is very clear. But I just do not have the information equipped to be able to have a reasonable conversation. Is what I'm saying. Like,
Understand.
obviously, I can tell you're in an extreme camp, but I don't have even like the middle camp's ability to like talk about it.
This episode gets wild.
I
Since
got COVID a few weeks ago, and I had a
So you'll need to watch for new symptoms as time develops.
sure, like-
Anxiety, depression, gut issues.
Well,
like
it was like
strange bowel movements.
5 months ago.
Yep.
None of those have changed. I also had it like 4 years ago. Still none of those have changed. But nothing new has happened to me.
That's
got-
good for you, but for a lot of people,
got
they can't
fatter.
get out of their bed anymore.
I don't think it's.
That's part of it also. You don't think your thyroid's affected when you get a COVID infection?
I think I don't work out and eat really poorly.
that could be.
That is absolutely.
Like, mathematically, my calorie in versus out is
You have to know what your macros are to like.
Yes.
We are looking at a tale of two worlds, right? And whichever one you want to say, go for it. The guy in the blue, the guest on the show, lives in a world of extreme fucking delusion. Caleb Hammer I think Caleb Hammer used to be in denial about certain things in his life, obviously. But because he's grown as a person over time, he's able to see what he's doing wrong, not blame it on a virus. This guy in the blue shirt is trying to blame everything on the COVID virus. It's insane. Give a flicking thumbs up for you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. But no, one of the reasons why Trump won is because the delusional people were getting too annoying. And delusional people like this were trying to tell people like myself, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little delusional sometimes. I'm not all the way there mentally. All the time. But guys like this, when people like this start telling me what to do, fuck that. Fuck that. I say hell no.
Lose weight or maintain, you know, if that's your goal. But if you don't care, you just don't care. That's fine.
Okay. Something just tells me you've been on Reddit or Twitter too long. But okay.
Like even after
Impacts
this
your
show,
finances.
I'm quarantining for a week before I pick my kid up again.
Are you okay?
And I'm on Covixel and masking
He's
on the airplane.
what?
And using CPC mouthwash.
CPC. I don't even.
These are tools people
Is
should
life
use.
even worth living if you live it like this?
You think those steps are extreme?
This guy is insane. This COVID guy. Not only is he just insane, he's clearly extremely gullible and lives in a life of fear. I'm sorry. Ugh.
I find life to be worth
That you're not
worth
going to
living.
see another human for a week? Yeah, it's pretty extreme.
But I won't see my kid.
Well, you said isolating.
Well, yeah, I'll be in my house, but
Alone.
well,
Are you going to see
I'll
any
be
other humans?
well, my roommate will be there, but they've accepted the risk that if I come back with an infection, they're fine with it. But I don't
Well,
want to
they
give my daughter
probably
an
don't
addition, or
care.
I don't want to give my kid an additional instance of COVID if I can avoid it.
Sure.
It's preventing me from working. And
Right,
Applebee's
okay.
was another issue with that, where I couldn't mask, and
Fuck this dude. This dude sucks so much. Sucks so fucking much. I don't know if he's trolling. I can't tell if he's trolling. I mean, he could be trolling, and he's doing a hell of a job if he is. But if he's serious about all this, let's assume he is serious, all right? Let's assume that he's telling us the truth, that he does all this. I'm not going to say the R word. We'll say ridiculous stuff. Wow. Martin says you are more there than most people, Garza. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. I appreciate you glazing me. No, I appreciate it though, bud. Thank you. But I know I'm the man. No, just kidding. JK. I'm the woman on this show. But this guy, I think he just wants to blame COVID for everything. It's fucking ridiculous. Let's keep going.
be in the kitchen. It just wasn't working. It was just too hot in there. My glasses were. It just wasn't.
Oh, so it wasn't. They didn't say you couldn't.
I couldn't. I could, for my personal choices and views.
How are
I
you
could
gonna
not.
operate in society? Well, it basically sounds like you're not. Actually, in fact, you're not, because you couldn't exist in an Applebee's and you're 34 and you have no career. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. You're incapable of operating in civilization. Right. Yes. Guys, I just wanted to say an extra thank you for making Simpler Budget an incredibly popular app. I wasn't expecting it, but we literally get like thousands of downloads a day, and a lot of you are actually changing your financial future, and we've been hearing from you.
Whoa.
Thank you all for
Caleb Hammer has an app. It allows me to budget.
supporting us. We just wanted to continue
this
to
app
say
called?
thank you and give people the opportunity to try out the app. So we still have a 2-week free trial in there for the premium
Oh, it
version.
costs something.
And of course, everyone that signs up for an annual version, at least for
How much is
next
the annual?
quarter,
How much is
we'll
the
get-
annual? Tell me, Caleb. Oh, it's called Simpler Budget. Let me go on my smartphone real quick. We check out. I'm I'm simping for Caleb Hammer right now. I love simping for Caleb Hammer. I do like this show, though. I love trashing on my millennial compadres. Let's see. It's called Simpler Budget. Okay. Simpler Budget. I wonder if there's a free version of this. Oh, it's got a 3.9 out of 5 stars. All right. Let's see. Just wish premium was within my budget. This app has helped me see everything visually. Look, here's the thing. I mean, it looks like a pretty cool app. I'm looking at the screenshots, and honestly, dude, you don't need an app to budget. You just need to buy less shit. People buy so much stupid fucking shit. Like, that was what really, by the way, if the Simpler app helps you guys out, download his app. But look, the truth is, it boils down to you getting out a fucking sheet of paper. Just one sheet. Write down what you're spending your money on. Also, look at your credit cards, look at every transaction, do the frickin' work. Look, if you take it down pen to paper, pencil to paper, whatever your choice is, I think it's better to do it this way. It's very old-fashioned, but it works. Look at what you're spending your money on and be like, wow, that's stupid. And if you see something stupid, or if you see something you haven't used in a while, just write it down on the piece of paper as something that you need to eliminate. A lot of budgeting, in my experience, is eliminating. A lot of the stuff that I do when it comes to my budgeting is not what I need to add. Obviously, at the heat of the moment, I'm like, shit, I want to buy this. The whole point about budgeting is kind of like looking at stupid shit that you buy. This is my version of budgeting, by the way. Everybody has their own different version. But I look at all the dumb shit that I've purchased, and I'm like, this is stupid. Never again. This subscription is dumb. Why do I have this? Unsubscribe. Stuff like that. You got to be mindful of how you spend your money. You got to be. And it's bad to take a hands-off approach. You have to be hands-on. And once you realize that you spend too much money overall, usually it's on subscriptions for most millennials, then you realize, wow, I've been wasting my money on bullshit. So, yeah, the best way to not waste your money on bullshit is not to have the bullshit subscriptions, the bullshit purchases. Yeah. Let's see. Martin said, my aunt and uncle did not even want to hug me in the 2020s. No problem for me, just for them. But in the future, how many ounces of silver do you got, Garza? I got silver ETFs. I don't actually own any real silver. I mean, the ETFs that I own are backed by actual silver and vaults and shit like that. So that kind of helps. I can't even remember which silver ones I have exposure to. Either way, I have ETFs that expose me to commodities, so that's kind of the plus. I think I should actually get silver and gold, though, and maybe like lock it up in a big old lockbox, or keep it stored away with a company or something like that. I think it's good to keep your physical gold on hand, and honestly, storing gold is not that hard. But yeah, no, I keep a lot of the gold and silver that I'm exposed to is all straight up on ETFs. It's safer that way. I mean, it's not like when it's all on ETFs and shit, it's like it's there. And if I decide to sell it, I'll sell it. If not, I won't. One or the other. But yeah, budgeting's simple, you guys. We need to stop this stupid myth that life is difficult, that budgeting's hard. I think you need to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a fucking moron. You know? And I spend too much money on shit. I think my brother needs to have that conversation with. I love my brother. I've talked to him about this. I tell him all the time. And he made a few adjustments. He actually consolidated all of his debt, which I'm very proud of him for doing, by the way. By getting a personal loan with a lower interest rate. Smart man. Better than paying the credit cards, those interest rates, that's for sure. So he's able to pay off all of his cards. Now he has a lower interest rate, and it's a lot easier on him, at least for everything else. But I care about him, and I tell him all the time, man, sometimes you just got to have... You don't have the problem isn't the credit card. The problem is you. At the end of the day, the problem is always the person who is spending the money. The credit card's never the issue. The person spending the money is the problem. And they could either be the solution or they could be the problem. But if you keep blaming the credit cards, you're always going to have a spending problem and you're always going to be shitty with money. Let's keep going.
Founders Edition Simpler Budget Notebook, and it is signed by me, sent directly to you. So that's a special thank you for putting your trust
I like you, Caleb Hammer, but I don't like you that much.
in us to create an amazing budgeting app. And let me tell you, the features that we're going to release throughout this next year are about to be crazy. I'm going to make this the best budgeting app that has ever existed. Seriously, download Simpler Budget.
I do appreciate my man's enthusiasm. I'm going to get more pizza. Hold on. All right. Let's keep watching.
Now, it's incredible. The time to take control of your finances is literally right now. And as an extra limited time only
Oh, he's got a cookbook.
bonus, I will give you a signed version of my budget-friendly cookbook for free when you sign up for Simpler Budget Premium
I want that.
Annual. Okay.
Yeah, it was
I
McDonald's.
don't want his
was
fucking-
the same situation.
Look,
You worked at McDonald's too?
Look, I don't want Caleb Hammer's bullshit app. I do want that cookbook, though.
Yes, in 2020.
You're dropping the
Four.
fries? Wow, okay.
Yep, I started at McDonald's in 2024. Worked there for about a month, and then the manager had opened up with me one morning, and
We've got about 50 million followers. We're in the billions of views, and we're a small team. We always felt like our content
was blaming me for going too slow. Well, after just training me on the drink station and taking orders, they kind of introduced me to it, and then they were like, okay, you can do this now, right? And then yelled at me for
How much you want to bet he's just lazy and incompetent like I thought he was? But, oh well.
being too slow, and we were the only two people there. And then later that day, that same shift, the woman was making breakfast burritos in the back and just like kind of coughing all over them. And I was like,
Ugh.
yeah, and I was like,
Well, that has
that's
nothing to do with COVID. This is a gross.
well, she tested positive for COVID, so
Well,
it actually was COVID this time.
But she also was just a gross, because I don't care if you have COVID, don't cough into food.
Right. Yeah. Like those gloves aren't going to stop your coughs going in there, ma'am.
No.
So I was like, okay, I don't want to eat this or be here. So I left that. And then a couple weeks later, I had started at a tree service company.
What's the longest you've held down a real job?
The tree service company was,
How long?
that was almost 6 months.
No, you can just give me a
And I
super
caught
chat.
A log.
Is this even worth going?
Just
through
give me
your
a super chat if you love me,
documents?
Martin.
I think
I caught a
No, I
log
just
to
think
the
you're
side of my
lost.
head on that
I
one.
think you're just
and,
lost, man. I think you're gonna be afraid until the moment you die of everything.
Dude, that's a harsh realization, but it's true. The guy lives in perpetual fear. When does it end? You know?
And I'm not saying people didn't get sick. I'm not saying I'm on the other side of it either. I'm not saying I'm on your side. I'm not even taking an opinion or stance, because honestly, I'm just not educated on it. I just don't really care. I was like, I got a little bit of fever, and I was like, oh, this sucks. Hopefully I can go outside again soon. And then I did.
Hopefully I
fine.
can move again is some people's reality.
Sure,
Oh my
I'm just
God.
I
saying,
hope I
like,
can get out.
This guy sucks. He's fucking lying. This guy's a sociopath. Oh, look at the eyes. The eyes are the dead giveaway. I've known quite a few sociopaths in my life. This guy is one of them. He's just incompetent.
Out of this
I'm
bed
just
again.
trying to make sure I'm positioning for those that are listening out there that I'm not like even taking a position, but you're obviously in an extremist camp, and it is preventing you from living a life.
a normal life. I
A
would say.
life. A life.
I feel like I have a pretty good
You're
life.
not going to see people for a week in 2025 because you sat across from the table from me.
This guy is seriously dumb. It's not just crazy. It's dumb. He's just dumb. Jack Me Off says, I just commented to see Jack Me Off on your screen. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Jack Me
because
Off.
I was also on an airplane 2 seats
But
away
you're
from
taking
a
your
woman.
magic little spray.
Well, yeah, and I also had an N95 on, but like that doesn't I would like to take
This dude sucks so much.
all the steps I can to
Special
keep my
mouthwash
kids
as
safe.
well. Kind
Exactly.
of like Mormon underwear.
Yeah, they're my garments essentially. These are my COVID religious garments. So,
What the fuck is
so
this
after tree
conversation?
service ended, it was just down the road from a strip club, and one of my jobs on my list of stuff to do in my life was strip club manager.
What, so you can see tits?
So this guy ended up being a strip club manager. Oh my god, of course he did. Those poor girls. I think you all know what I'm thinking that guy did.
No, no, it
What, you
was,
were
it was just
slaying
on
dick
my,
online?
Well, sure, yeah, but belly button mostly.
Yeah.
I was really it was close. I had made a joke with a coworker, like, I'm just gonna go start working there. Like, I'm tired of doing tree work because it was a 45-minute commute there, 45 minutes back, and then it was working from 8 a.m. to 4-ish, and $20 an hour.
Oh, how have you actually survived?
That's a great question.
Man, this guy sucks. I don't know what. I can't stand this dude. No wonder I could only get so far last time I watched this.
It's an incredible question because I'm surprised you're not
By
killing yourself by
sheer
injecting
will
new things
force.
and, like, surprised you're not 500 pounds from not being able to leave your house.
I try to keep healthier food in the house.
So what happened at the strip club then?
Okay, at the strip club.
We will get into the finances. I am trying to just establish this man's base because, oh my god.
Okay. So the strip club, I knew I could make some tips being the bartender up there. That was what I
thought you
was
said
thinking.
manager.
Well, I was training to be a manager, so
Oh,
you have to do the door, and then you learn bartending, then you learn DJ, and you learn how to pull the cash from the ATMs.
Sure.
Yeah, and then you go from there. So I had got to door and bartender, except it was only $11 an hour for the first 90 days.
Before tip.
Yeah, you're gonna make tips at the bar. Hopefully. I mean, when you're a bartender, though, at a strip club, it's usually preferable that you're actually a lady. Because the lady bartenders get the best tips, obviously. You know what I mean? There's dudes there. And there's a lot of simps. So you're not going to get a ton of tips if you're a dude bartending at a fucking strip club. Holy
before
shit.
tips, yeah, $11
Okay.
an hour, old minimum wage before tips. So that was going pretty well. The scheduling was kind of killing me because I homeschool, and I'd have to work from 7 p.m. to like 3 a.m. and then wake up and do homeschool and then go back to work, and it was just not working well. I was sleeping in. I was exhausted.
How long did you stay there?
I was there for
This guy just sucks. He's so annoying. I got to take a break from this, you guys. Taking a break. Hold on. I need a drink. All right. Last pizza pie. Here we go. All right. All right. Let's keep watching this fucking mess. This is terrible, you guys. This is rough. Ugh. Trying to figure this guy out.
Four months at the strip club. So until,
Our hero.
but they did have this one contest there called the prettiest butthole in Michigan.
What?
It's a pretty good contest.
What?
Yeah, if you want to compete,
Participate or judge?
I was just witnessing. I wasn't judging or participating. The guy that won though definitely deserved the trophy. That was
Nice and bleached, I'm sure. Okay.
he did fantastic. Yeah. He had the best stink star in the galaxy, I'm pretty sure.
What the
Whoa. What, he at a male strip club? This guy was at a gay strip club. I want a men. Oh geez, not a gay strip club, but where dudes are there and chicks are there to see the dudes. Okay, I thought this was the other way around. That's hilarious. Got to see some bleached buttholes though. I love it.
doing?
Just working. I mean,
Kind of. I mean, you
Kinda.
quit every job. You're not working a job right now. You're doing DoorDash. You have,
DoorDash is a job. I'm
it's
making
a,
DoorDash
it's a
isn't bad.
job, but with your money before expenses.
it's a job that fits my schedule currently, and I enjoy doing
because
it.
your schedule is borderline made by you.
That's
This Friday.
well, I mean, it's between my
Yes.
custody arrangement and homeschool scheduling. I need to do all of these other things.
Okay, maybe you can't homeschool then.
No, I have to homeschool.
Okay, then maybe you're just unable to operate as a single dad. Mathematically, so far, that is
Yes.
correct.
Yeah, it's been extremely hard to go
No, not
from
extremely hard. You're not
traditional
doing it.
husband to
Buddy, this is debt.
The reason she left you, dude, is you are a psycho. You got to realize you're a fucking psycho. All right. She was tired of you freaking out about COVID. She probably was tired of hearing about the long COVID that you kept talking about and wished you had a long dong. Let's keep going.
I actually don't even know it, but my producers have been telling me for about a week now that they've never seen anything like it. So I know for a fact you are failing.
yeah.
And at
That's,
some point, you have to give up some things.
I've given up everything I can so far just to make
Not
things
even
work.
close.
I could get into some details if you like. What would you like to?
No, all I know is you don't need to be doing this donation business. You don't need to be doing the fish business. It takes time. It takes time. And even if that
But
time,
even
Hey,
$16
shut up for a
an
second.
hour
I'm gonna
would not
talk
cover
for a
those.
moment now. Even if that time
God, I've never Caleb's got some pretty cringy guests that I wouldn't mind just socking in the face. But this guest is beyond what I would be able to handle. Do you guys think I should do a Coos Bay financial audit? Do you guys think I should do a financial audit for this town, for this city? I think it'd be fun.
time is making $16 an hour. If you have to dedicate an hour to fish, let's just say randomly as an example, in the middle of a day, and that's preventing you from going and working 9 hours somewhere else, it doesn't make up for it, and your financial situation is proof of it. If you cannot afford to take care of your child because you are dedicated to homeschooling them, then you can't afford to. This is basic.
I can afford not to. It's worth any price to take care of my kid.
Oh my. You
If you have a kid one day, you might understand.
yeah, and
Are you
guess
married
what?
yet?
I am not, but guess
Okay.
what? I've seen a lot of people on this show
The reason he homeschools his kid so he keeps his kid away from COVID. Fucking pussy. Just fucking put the kids in school and just get your shit together.
And this is where you're headed, that you're so proud of for some reason, where their entire life, your kid is going to be on hold because their failure and joke of a dad, while they're trying to live their life, never did anything in their entire life, their dad's life. So all of a sudden, your kid has to put their life on hold to take care of their failure dad. That's where you're going. That's just a mathematical reality.
Dude. Oh, God, dude. I'm getting bricked up just hearing him fucking say these words to this fucker. Oh, dude. Oh. Oh. This is great, man. But seriously, this guy sucks so much. This is the worst guest. This might be the worst guest I've ever actually. Like, I thought the two Portland girls were married or whatever, the lesbian girls. I thought they had it financially wrong, but this guy's doing everything wrong. This guy, of course he's a psychopath. He makes all the wrong decisions.
I don't need to have had a kid to know that.
That's not going to happen.
Fuck you, that's not going to happen. Look at your finances now. You're in your mid-30s. You're acting like a 12-year-old. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a baby. Shut up. What a joke. That's not going to happen. You don't know fucking anything.
That's not.
You're not even living life as an adult in 34. You couldn't successfully complete a marriage. You can't successfully complete holding a
I was
job.
married for 12 years.
And guess what?
I'm actually shocked anybody would put up with him for 12 years. This guy sucks. This guy really sucks ass. Like, I'm no peach either. And I have no room to judge. But I'm judging. This guy sucks ass. Wow. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
You're not.
By the way, can we just give Tim Smith a shout out, by the way? Tim Smith is the reason that we're watching this incredible. I was going to say shout out to my boy, Tim Smith, for this gem of an episode, for recommending this gem of an episode. Yeah, let's see here. But here we go. So, okay. We have a poll. We have 6 voters. We have 6 votes total. Which oil is better? 33% of you said baby oil. Diddy is innocent. And then 67% of you said avocado oil. Hell yeah. I love cooking with avocado oil. I've seen the light. I used to cook with like olive oil and shit. But I've seen the motherfucking light, man. Tim Smith deserves the shout out because this is good shit, dude. This is fun. Anyway, let's keep going. I am pissed. By the way, I'm having a lot of fun with this, but I have never been more enraged watching this show. I usually get kind of pissed watching Caleb Hammer because of the guests. This guy takes the cake. This might be the worst guest of all time. He pisses me off to no degree. He's completely delusional.
You couldn't successfully complete holding a job for more than 6 months. You couldn't work in a kitchen. You can't go and sit across a desk from someone without having to sit in a house for a week. You're a child. You're incapable of existing in this world and doing all this stuff that you want to do. And just like, by the way, your kid, you want to homeschool your kid. All this stuff that you are choosing is going to put you in a position where they're going to have to put their life on hold to take care of their joke of a dad. That is your choice, and it's honestly a disgusting choice. It is a selfish choice.
So them being
and it's a joke.
Sick from being in public school constantly is a better thing. So how would I?
Oh God, this guy sucks, dude. Them going to school, like life is not. Look, here's the thing: life is not safe. You can get sick from anything. Things can take you out. Not a lot of things. As long as you eat healthy, do the right thing, drink enough water, drink your apple juice, apple a day keeps the doctor away, that sort of thing. Look, just let your kids be kids. If I was a child, if I was his kid, I thought my dad was a pussy, and I love my dad. I do love him, but he is a pussy. I thought my dad was a pussy. This guy, if I was his kid, I would resent him. I would be a very resentful child and be like, my dad's a fucking pussy. Dude, this guest of Caleb's doesn't realize that he is creating a resentful child every day. Every single day. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. Anyway. Let's continue.
Take care of a sick kid. I can't afford a babysitter. I
Buddy.
can't afford a hospital bill.
Hospital bill. If they can get the sniffles,
The COVID is not the sniffles.
I didn't even.
Oh, God. Stop with the COVID. Stop with the COVID. Let them take vitamin D supplements, for God's sakes. If they at least have enough vitamin D in their body, eat an apple, get enough vitamin C in their body, eat the right way, they'll be fine. I've probably had COVID a number of times. I've been doing better on exercising. That's what was really hurting me. Now that I've been exercising a little bit more, I've been feeling better. Oh, it's a simple fucking thing. Anyway.
Say COVID. You just said sick. I'm suggesting a cold.
There's hardly even colds anymore.
Dad, come on, let's go.
I'm working on it.
Oh, shit.
From
Hold
watching
on.
her first hockey game.
He just said there's hardly any colds anymore. I'm sorry. Just because COVID exists doesn't mean all the other viruses that have ever existed gone away. What am I... This guy's a moron. This guy's a moron. Like, I don't know what else to say.
That's not even true. I know that's not true.
Bring up the wastewater data and look up
Oh,
colds
good. Death.
over
I'm
the
not
last
going
5
down
years.
these
You should check it out.
Buddy, I'm not falling down your conspiracy.
The arrogance of this stupid guest. I don't know how Caleb does this show sometimes without having a mental breakdown. Like, I think he's having a mental breakdown right now. I am feeling like he has, first off, Caleb has way more patience than I. If I had to sit across from that fucking psycho, I'm sorry, gloves are off. I'm taking off the gloves.
Holes.
If you find the truth to be conspiracy, there are other
That's what
problems.
everyone-
What truth? Dude, it's been debunked that half of the stuff that you believe in is garbage anyway. Holy shit, this guy's off. He just lives in a realm of fear.
That's what everyone says, buddy. That is in your.
Like, I understand being afraid of things. I get it. I'm afraid of heights. Absolutely. Heights freak me out, without a doubt. I've gotten over them, by doing various things, going over bridges, for instance, and I don't know. Just
Someone else that's taking this many COVID precautions?
Matt, no, but we've all seen them, buddy. We all know people like you in society, and you never go anywhere.
The survivors?
You never go.
I'll
No,
be here.
the survivors. Did he? First off, don't even. He just called himself a survivor because of all the COVID precautions he took. I take no COVID precautions. I have taken no COVID precautions. I'm doing pretty well for myself. I'm pretty healthy. Maybe not perfectly healthy. I could exercise more for sure. Holy frickin'. I'm speechless.
long after the rest of you are gone.
I highly doubt that.
I will be. I don't think that's on my
But you don't
my
see
bingo
humans.
list.
Your life isn't existing. Like I don't think your
I have some great coworkers.
coworker.
This is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, the stuff.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And I see people with DoorDash. How do I not see people?
Yeah, through
I'm
a
into.
window.
I have
I'm
to go
talking
into
about-
these stores and every day
Yeah,
and
that's a
interact with people.
fleeting moment. It's not an actual connection. What does the future hold for businesses? Ask 9 experts and you'll get 10 different answers. Bull market, bear.
Okay. I'm not sure what to do anymore. This is blowing my mind. I'm breaking. Like, the rage that I can see in Caleb's eyes, it's the rage that I feel in my soul as well. I understand. I feel like I'm gonna go full psycho right now, dude. Just
I say it's gonna fix anything. You're f***ing gone. You need like a deep therapy.
That
Do you go to therapy?
no, not anymore. No,
Yeah.
I can't afford that.
Okay.
like, okay, here's the thing. I don't think therapy helps. I think honestly, sociopaths who go to therapy, I think it just makes them more sociopathic. I really do. I think therapists usually are pretty bad at identifying sociopaths. And he's just going to become more of one. Even therapy doesn't solve this. You can't solve what this guy is with therapy. You just can't.
I'll give you 3 free sessions with Sondermind. I use them. The audience use them. Former guests use them.
All
Okay.
right.
So-
I appreciate that. I will definitely use those. Thank you.
Yeah, bring this shit up. You got some stuff going on.
I'm not sure what they could tell me that will change any of it.
They
but
just need to. People like you spiral, and you're spiraling because people can fall down the complete opposite side. There's extremists everywhere and lots of things. But when you start falling down the extremes where there's only one, like a perfect truth that only you know, it just gets.
this isn't something only I know.
I know, but come on, it's your little community, your little.
We just like
threads
to
online.
be safe and protect our kids. That's really it.
That's a nice way to say it and present it, but look how you've talked so far. You're literally fucking destroying your life for the sake of that.
I'd rather be broke than dead, for sure. 1,000,000%. I'd rather be penniless and
Then
poor
dead. Okay, cool.
than dead. Yeah.
And before we move on, let's get a real statistic then. This is not a political thing. We're just gonna get an actual real data point. 103 million confirmed COVID-19 cases. So in your instance, literally a third of the United States would be completely failing and collapsing. Okay. As a result of the 1.2 million deaths, of the diagnosed cases was 1.2% death. So 99% chance of survival, which according to you,
From initial infection, yes.
but it's important to note that that is only on based on people who actually got diagnosed. The vast majority did not. And then the vast majority of people that did were either old or morbidly obese. So there you go.
I'm not just afraid of death. It's the
But
being
you said
incapacitated
no.
from long COVID.
You made it. You made this sound like, and this is why what you have is an extreme position. I'm not saying it's not scared to die, but you said I would rather be financially than dead.
And by the way, this is why I don't go on Reddit. You know, look, there's echo chambers everywhere on the internet. Don't get me wrong. This channel could be considered an echo chamber to some degree. I try not to make it an echo chamber. I try to make it to where I have a variety of voices that come on. I'm a very open mind. I don't change my mind easily, but I am open to other ideas. I just everything this dude is spouting, this guest is spouting loads of garbage. And it just blows my mind. Like, and the worst part, I guess, is he believes a lot of this shit. So let's keep watching.
You made it either or, and it's not that simple. And your extreme brain has gotten you there, and it's preventing you from actually living a decent life, and that is scary.
Repeat infections would kill me, and dramatically shorten my child's life.
You're saying that as a fact.
It is a fact. Look up repeat infections.
Chest, feet, and even down there. That's care everywhere, everywhere.
Gosh, this is such a stupid.
I just can't, dude.
Why are we talking about this for 40 minutes? I don't really care about this.
A lot of people don't. Most people don't, actually.
Yeah.
Probably
You want to know why?
about
Most
90
people don't, because it's bullshit. What you're talking about is bullshit. That's why nobody cares. I don't know if this guy realizes how susceptible and stupid he is. This is delusional. This is what delusion looks like. This is why Trump won. Because we were tired of being told by people like this what to do with our lives. You don't know shit. You're fucking dumb. Anyways, let's keep going.
9% of people do not care at all about this. They don't care about their kids. They don't care about their spouse. They don't care about their...
I would love to... I just want to say this. I would love to tell this guy all the things that I'm saying right to his fucking face. This guy sucks. This guy is a fucking nutcase. And it's fucking painfully obvious.
their
It's not about
parents.
caring. It's what you're defining as caring.
Have you seen what attendance looks like in an elementary school since COVID?
Huh?
Have you seen what attendance rates look like
Well, I
in
can't
public
find
schools?
an actual statistic related to
Because no one
reinfection.
knows how bad it is.
Then how are you so confident? Then you said that I am
It's
going to die.
just
if I
a
get
law of average.
Yeah, no one. It's funny. No one knows how bad it is. Yet he seems to know all the answers about how bad it is. It's like, no. I'm sorry. Most of this. All I know is I don't trust the CDC anymore. I don't trust anything the government tells me. I don't even trust the mainstream media. I just don't. Because I don't think COVID's really that bad. And I will, and believe what you want to believe. I'm not a medical expert. Consult a doctor. If you think you got COVID, consult a doctor. Do what you got to do. Take it seriously if you want. Don't take it seriously. I don't really care. I think COVID, the whole thing is, you guys already know my opinion. You know that people like this guy piss me off because he's just a fucking, fuck this dude.
It's just
So if you get it 99 times,
I would hate to be this guy's kid. I'm just saying, I would hate to be this guy's kid. I would have such a lack of respect for my pussy ass, low testosterone dad. That's a pussy ass, low testosterone dad that I would have no respect for if I was his kid. I would grow up and just never talk to him again because he's a fucking idiot.
if you have it, no, even 20 times, okay,
but you said you will die. You said
yeah,
will.
You will. Yeah, you.
I'm moving
There's
on
okay, that's fair.
because this is actually
Yeah, and the numbers aren't on my side because they aren't there. The information is just not there yet. There's not even a test for long COVID unless you have a previous COVID infection and you have.
Enough of the long COVID. It's another. I feel like this is just more BS. Just get to the. I want to know what his fucking. By the way, I want to know what his financials are. We're 45 minutes into this, and we barely know what he's spending most of his stupid money on.
All these new symptoms, they just say, "Oh, well, that's long COVID."
I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying that. Actually, I know that medically diagnosed, they do medically diagnose it, but you're like, there's no test for it. There's no way to tell what actually is. They just use a list of things, and you're like, you have it. So you're not making it sound good. You're not making it sound like something.
I wish I could make it sound better. I don't know
Then
how
why are
to.
you so obsessed? If you're
we
not
just-
able to make it actually,
It's basically a bet. It's a gamble that I believe these things will happen.
So you're not willing to gamble with the 99%? If I have a 1% chance of losing and a 99% chance success of winning, I'm probably taking the roll on the win.
What is the win though? Repeat
99.
infections?
Again, there's no actual statistics around that, at least that I can find.
This guy. Repeating. Dude, I just. What is this guy? Ugh. No.
Well, for what it's worth, what I did is I did.
In fact, after watching this episode, I just want to say this. Whatever this guy's doing, I'm doing the opposite. That's all I got to say. Whatever this moron is doing, I'm doing the opposite. That's all.
The search function on GPT, so I had it scour sources. So obviously, I can't sit here and read 50,000 books in the middle of this conversation.
All right. Yeah.
I have to do what I can.
I wouldn't expect you to, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So essentially, you're not willing to change anything in all this finances, that you would rather have stuff than certain death. So why the are we having this conversation then?
Because there's other ways forward that don't
Do you
require
know
me to
them?
be around people. Yeah, I have them.
Then why aren't you successful?
But because it takes time and I'm getting there. And
Yeah, buddy, you've been in adulthood 16 years.
I had a pretty successful career before as a stay-at-home
Interesting.
dad.
Because,
Stay-at-home dad. Jeez.
That's my longest career. Been doing that for 12 years.
When was the last time your kid got sick?
I just, you guys, my brain is melting. I don't know how much more of this I could watch. I'm gonna try to. I just okay. There are chapters here. Let's see. Crickets. Of course, there's only. Oh God, he goes on OnlyFans and simps for ladies. No. Oh. God. Let's just keep watching. I don't even know anymore.
When the going
Okay,
gets
guys. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit.
we're already going. With the right tool to
Not only is this guy a delusional freak, he's also an OnlyFans simp. So he simps for OnlyFans. Of course, this dude simps. Okay, we'll go here. We're gonna start from
Historically
here.
based on your entire existence, something's not giving me confidence. I don't know what it is. And DoorDash doesn't bring enough to make in. The fish is probably a waste of time, and it's taking away time that you could actually, and then all of a sudden you can't work, and you're forced to take care of your kid because you can't have them be around other humans. And all of a sudden, it's all going to come crashing down. You can't afford bills. You're going to become in a homeless situation. It doesn't sound like the ex would take care of you anyway.
Okay, Tim Smith says at the beginning he talks about his OnlyFans. He said only some old lady paid for him to show his belly button. Okay, so he's an OnlyFans model. Okay. I'm an OnlyFans model by all technicality, which is unfortunate. I need to start putting more shit on OnlyFans. Not a good idea. But anyway, God, this guy sucks. This guy's bad. Yikes. Let's keep going.
Maybe your ex gets full custody. Who even knows? You're going to hit the ground because you're not willing to change your life, and you've fallen down very extremist, just as extremist as like almost an incel, but in the other, in like the spooky COVID world. You're just going to fall, and none of us should pick you back up because you just need to find your way back to normalcy.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I hope it doesn't. I see you owe $334,000 to the IRS.
Yeah,
And
I
only
can't.
One
The
of them
minimum.
is over 10 years old.
So this is currently non-collectible. So as long as I don't make more than
What? Oh, that's a lot of money to owe to the IRS, dude. That sucks. This is why you gotta file taxes. At least make sure you're not owing too much. Write off taxes. Track your miles if you gotta. Find ways to have less taxable income.
10,000.
or
All of
just-
it is non-collectible. All of it
Okay.
is non-collectible. They can't come. They can't. The only thing they have is a lien on the house. That's the. But otherwise, they're not
wait,
taking.
really?
They have a lien on the house? Oh no, dude. Oh. Of course they got a lien on the house, especially if you have that much back taxes. Oh man. I can't even with this guy. I can't. I don't know. Caleb Hammer's doing this, brother. I don't know.
You didn't tell me that, or did I
What?
just not hear that?
Well,
That
yeah,
makes
that's what I was.
sense.
That's why I couldn't sell the because of the federal tax lien.
No, well that's pretty fucking substantial.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Is
Why I
she-
couldn't.
Is they on the title? Of
Yeah,
the
they're
house?
on the mortgage. That's why they were trying to.
So if it's not even up to you to sell, if you even want to, like they would have to say.
Yeah, they have ultimate say, but we have discussed.
Ultimate
and-
say?
well, I mean, like it's.
Do you have ultimate say if they want to and you don't?
Yeah,
They
I
could
mean,
just sell.
I'm not totally sure on that one with a marital asset.
What does the agreement say?
I'm not totally sure actually. It's just that I get whatever half of the value is when it sells, but half of zero is zero. So like it's because right now with this $300,000 lien on it, it would have to sell for almost $500,000 for us to get out and be in the green.
By the way, non-collectible doesn't mean they're never gonna do anything.
Right. It just means they're not right now.
Right
Because
now.
I'm not making enough money to make the minimum
Exactly,
payment.
But if your magical thing happens, they're gonna want some money.
They might, yeah.
They probably will.
It's blowing my mind.
It's a big bill. It's not an insubstantial bill. All right. Well, credit one because you're so good. By the way, it's the bottom of the barrel of credit cards. That's what I was essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I've got it.
It's all I could get.
By the way,
I actually have I have like a credit card for every single financial institution. I only have like 9 credit cards total, but majority of them actually sit in a very, very heavy duty safe. But yeah, I got like only 3 credit cards I use. They all have zero balance on them. They all have no annual fees, but Credit One was one of them. I don't even think that card is still active. I signed up for it, never used it one time. Yeah. I think that was one of the ones that closed.
here, let me give you this. I don't think budgeting's your issue, but I do like to give every guest one of these Founders Edition. Budget your financial no. Write down your financial journey in the budgeting book. Yes, it's signed, all that stuff. We sign them for when they sign up for the annual version of the budgeting app. I send them a signed version, but you get one as well. I need you to document the entire process of your finances until you come on the follow-up channel, and then I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
That's what you have to
So
do.
like each step I take to get these things
Everything you
fixed?
do, give me like a weekly review or whatever makes sense for your situation.
Okay, so you seemed a little like, well, how did I not pay 42,000 in taxes? Like, because
Because you guys filed quarterly, but didn't actually. You filed the paperwork, but you just didn't pay anything.
yeah, and it's because I was spending money on other stuff.
No,
I had
obviously, where'd it go?
yeah, at the time I had the truck I really wanted. It was a 2015 Silverado.
Yeah, for the real important hauling around a pair of boobs was your job. So I don't know why you needed
Oh,
that.
if only you knew what a joke that was.
Well, I'm sure they're impressive if they're
No,
making that much money.
That's okay. At the same time, I also had
I don't know anymore. My brain is broken, Tim. Everybody, my brain is broken. This guy has made me angry. I can't blame it all on him. I get angry sometimes. I can't give this guy power. I will say this though. Guys like this, I want to piss in their face. I want to shit in their face. and I'm breaking. I'm breaking apart. Oh man. Okay, anyway, let's keep going.
My dream car, it was a '06
You had two
Mitsubishi. Yeah, I had a truck and a car that were both financed.
Well, now you have credit one.
And now I have credit one. So, yeah, I had my '06 Mitsubishi Lancer. We were living in a 3,000 square foot brick mini mansion in Knoxville. We were well outside of our means, and I did not have the money to. When I saw like, oh, I should be paying like 9,000 on this quarterly payment, I was like, I don't have 9,000, so then I just wouldn't do it because I thought it ultimately was just like I'll get a payment for it and take care of it eventually, and that never happened. There was this other thing I got a little into when we were having a good bit of money coming in, starting in 2014. This little game called Magic the Gathering.
Well, Magic's fun. Magic the Gathering is fun, but I swear to God, if he's spending a bunch of money on Magic cards and not trying to get his shit together, that debt situation, look at that. $334,043. Come on. Come on.
Have you heard of that?
Yes.
I played competitively for the better part of the last 12 years. Not really to the point where I ever made any money.
By the way, I said 1% earlier, and I just wanted to do more work. It's 0.5% is the death rate globally. Continue.
So at the time when I was not paying taxes, I was going to, like my Friday night magic every single week.
Mm-hmm.
And sitting
Okay,
down with
Boogie. Yeah, keep going.
Yep. And I like to have the best deck in the room. I like to go all in when I do
Oh, I know how
something,
this
so
is
I would
going to go.
Full foreign, full foil, just different.
Look, if you like to buy Magic cards, that's okay. But if you have $334,043 in debt, that's a lot of debt. And if you want to have the best deck in the room, just do a booster draft. Pay for a booster draft. Booster drafts are a lot more affordable. Don't go forking out tons and tons of money for this shit. It's blowing my mind.
Different types of stuff.
Hey, how about you? You want to play me one-on-one? Let's go.
What is an aura ring?
And that ultimately really got to my ex that I would be spending these numbers on Magic cards. And the credit one card definitely had some Magic card purchases.
$47 the fees. Why? Because you probably didn't make a. There it is, late fee. There it is. Plus, of course, your normal annual. Oh,
I thought my brother was bad with money, but this is rough.
$450 is the credit limit. You owe $517. Well done. Really setting your kid up for success.
I'll get those taken care of soon. As soon as I can.
As soon as you can.
I have a payment scheduled for the.
Life has been nothing but a joke. What is this? As soon as you can. You never will, based on your track record. By the way,
I have to.
You never made money. Your ex did.
Well, we made it together. Like,
sure,
them live streaming was the largest portion, but like,
yes, but
it wasn't
you've never
like I was
accomplished
doing
anything
nothing
on your own.
A lot of that was from my hard work.
You've never accomplished anything on your own. You couldn't have
I would
done
like
that
to say
without
my kid is my best accomplishment.
I'm talking fucking.
Oh, financially,
this shit.
yeah.
Oh, you know the show. Yeah. You've never done anything. You've never been successful.
I feel like I've had glimpses of success.
6 months max. Yeah.
Oh, you mean from work? Yeah, Magic. It was a little over $100,000. The store owner at one point showed me how much I had spent, and
$100,000 on Magic. Look, like I said, I get it if you like Magic the Gathering. You like it if you have a hobby. I get it. Spend money on the things that you enjoy. Perfectly reasonable. But I'm sorry, $100,000 on Magic the Gathering? Did I hear that number right? That's insane, dude. That's insane. I think once you're getting to the $100,000 mark, oh boy.
Thank me for keeping the lights on.
At least in a short amount of time. Look, if you spend like a lot of money on Magic over your lifetime, my buddy Nathan's a good example. He loves buying Magic the Gathering box sets and stuff like that, and he costs him a bit, but he's not like doing it all the time. He's pretty smart about it. Now this guy in the video, this guy's not being smart about it. The guy's spending loads and loads of money on Magic cards. Too much. There's $100,000 too much on Magic. I'm sorry. It's a fun game. By the way, I've honestly enjoyed Magic the more I've played it. I want to thank my buddies Nathan and Billy for getting me into it. But yeah, I think spending $100,000 is a little much, especially in a short amount of time for Magic. That's crazy. Let's keep watching. This is getting wild.
Instead of keeping your own lights on for your fucking kid.
Oh man.
Father of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, at that point, I had much higher income. The power bill wasn't behind then or anything. Just
Quicksilver,
taxes.
right? Did you have a fully funded emergency fund?
No.
This guy lives in a peak of delusion.
Afford it. By the way,
I will say this makes me feel a lot better about my finances. I mean, my finances have never really been bad, but I realize I could be in a shitty spot like this guy or anybody else in my generation. I'll tell you.
I'm just getting some statistics out there for long COVID as we go through this entire situation,
Okay,
just so
good.
I can try to become more educated on it. Obviously,
I appreciate
it's
that.
very blah, 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 impromptu. About 5% of people who get officially diagnosed with COVID get long COVID. Of course, we know the majority of people who get COVID are not officially diagnosed with it these days, but of those who are,
And also,
5%. And of those who get diagnosed with long COVID, the vast majority of them, that long COVID only exists for max of a few months post-infection. The small minority of the small minority of the small minority have it for a year.
there's people that
It's a
have been
great way-
constantly
yes,
hospitalized with it. But
There's people who've experienced everything. There are people that will walk outside right now and get hit by a car. Do I
hope not.
destroy my entire life for it? No.
well, I don't play in traffic either.
There are people who get on a plane and it crashes. Doesn't mean you didn't get on a plane to come here.
Yeah, true.
Oh my gosh, I actually may have made a fucking breakthrough. Who would have thought? $543.02.
Well, this one was just to diversify my credit portfolio at the time.
Well, you real diversified it above the credit limit.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
Didn't
I
mean
had
to
them
do it.
all
Well,
below
you're not
the
making
limit.
a fucking
But
payment, so you didn't mean to do it. Fuck you.
Well, the late fees and payments have put them over the limit.
No
I had all below
Because
there.
you're not paying on time. What do you think would happen? Dude, you're a dumbass. Of course, that is your choice.
So I just want to say this right now. This is why I invest in credit card companies. This is precisely why I invest in credit card companies. This is why my portfolio is riddled with banks and different credit card companies, because I know guys like this exist and they will be forever a slave to the credit card debt that they've accumulated. This is why Visa, MasterCard, Capital One, U.S. Bank, Bank of America, I own all those companies. I own at least one share of all those banks that I mentioned. And it's because of people like this guy. Another reason why I love investing in credit card companies overall, at least having one share of each one, is because it's basically become a part of popular culture to get into massive debt. I'm a contrarian. I think if everybody's doing it, it's probably bad for you. And it turns out, guess what? I was right the whole fucking time in my life. By the way, this is to anybody who ever said that I was wrong. I've been right about a lot of shit. Because I see what's called patterns. Ugh. That's why I invest in credit card companies, because I want to basically get rich off of people like that, dude, who are irresponsible and stupid as shit. Anyway, let's keep going.
You still spend $224 going out to eat, and then miscellaneous bullshit, things that don't matter. It could be video games, it could be whatever. We're about to find out. As an additional $212, you could have made your payment. It's $130. Fuck you. This is a choice. Irresponsible. You're a child adult. You're a child adult. You're a child adult. You look like John Green, but you're a moron.
I don't even know who that is. Yeah. Well, this is the Quicksilver card. Well, this was used right after the divorce when I was looking for work and couldn't get any help from the government because I was still on my wife's finances.
Couldn't get any help from the government. Hasn't paid taxes for a decade. Who the do you think you are to get help? You didn't put into the pile, asshole.
I don't think that this guy is aware. This guest is aware of how much of a piece of shit he is. How much he sucks ass. But let's keep going. I want to see how this ends.
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing to say to that. Yeah.
Yeah, this was mostly for food at the time. Just getting by to do what I could.
Let me see I gotta see the comments on this. The comments I'm so curious about. This person says being a bartender at a strip club while being a germaphobe and homeschooling your kid is wild. Yes, the level of contradiction there. I just realized this guy is homeschooling his child. What kind of education is this poor kid getting? The kid's gonna end up resenting his dad. That's like all there is to it. He's gonna think his dad's a pussy and a fucking loser, and he's just gonna do everything the opposite of what he is. Are you married yet? Coincidentally, coming out of the month of a divorce is freaking hilarious. The only reason this guy is still living in the house is because the IRS, the DEA, and CPS are debating who gets to kick in the door. Imagine growing up broke and finding out your dad spent $100,000. Oh my God. Yes, this is the comment of the year. Imagine growing up broke and finding out your dad spent $100,000 on Magic cards. That is so fucking funny. Because that's the truth. A subreddit went unmoderated today. This is great, man. I'm having a ball with this. Okay. We're almost done with this video.
Wonderful. Yeah, you spent $500 on bull.
Wait,
minimum.
On what?
I told you it was like $250 on going out to eat and another $250 on miscellaneous bull. Okay. Yeah, $130 to be caught up on your minimum monthly payment on this. Then it would have been about $40 a month after that. Yeah, fuck you. That's going back to the divorce. Oh, wow.
Give me a second, you guys. I realize I actually have to update my miles here. Hold on. I track my miles like a chode. You are a chode. Give me a second, folksies. I forgot to even do my miles for the week, so was doing a little DoorDash yesterday and had to do the miles. Shit. One moment, folks. One moment. Okay, cool. Got all my taxable miles figured out. Nice. Let's go.
Poor me. I was just trying to eat. Sure, in that situation, look where you are now. You spent $500 on bullshit. Minimum. You could have paid $130. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. There is no defensible thing you could possibly say to that. There is no need to be a moron to that. That is not required. Shut the fuck up. It would normally be $40.
Yeah, I just didn't.
I'm waiting for this dude to snap. I feel like it's happening. It's going to happen soon. We shall see.
Have the money to pay it.
No, I have an itch in my nose. Maybe I should spray a random spray up there. Yeah, fees, bull. Past due, 30% interest rate. Moronic. I wouldn't even recommend the Fizz card to you because
The what?
debit card that builds credit, that's for the audience, not for you. I wouldn't trust you with it. I wouldn't. And nah. Again, this is nothing that the budgeting app. Well, we get something like 1,000 signups for the premium a day. It's pretty cool. People are actually changing their lives out there, taking control of their money.
That's good.
You couldn't do it. Regular
I'll get
Capital
there.
One.
You will see. I will get there.
You have 34 years to do it, and you're in the worst position I've ever seen on the show, practically because of your IRS. This is your Hammer financial score. I mean, you have a lien on your house, so it's gonna be a 0. Like you have nothing going for you.
It's not even my house. It's technically.
It's both you. Okay, it's both him and his wife's house still. So, this guy is just. This is one of those. This is one of the rare occasions I have to just. I haven't needed to take this many breaks watching a fucking video in a long time. So, one moment. I'd like to believe I can finish this video. Can I do this? All right. Tim, if you are still watching this, I will say once I am done with this, once I am done reacting to this video, I think I should give you a call once I'm done reacting to this video. Because this is insane. This video is insane. When I say give you a call, I mean just put you on speakerphone, basically. And this is wild to me. I see why I only watched about 20 minutes of this. Because I remember, it's all coming back to me. I remember I was so enraged just watching for 20 minutes. And why? Come on, man. All right. We're almost at the finish line.
You're not on the title?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm not. I'm not on. No, my name.
Oh, for fuck's sake! So selling the house will wipe out your IRS? What? There is no selling your house. You don't
What?
have a house.
No, I'm selling the marital home. I mean, like, well,
Marital home.
that's
There is no marriage.
well, there was. So
they have a house.
Yeah, that I'm currently 3 months behind on rent on.
Rent.
That
You're a tenant. You don't have a house. Oh, f me. What is this? What is this? Okay, Capital One. $374.84.
I can't.
Minimum monthly payment, $112, probably normally $40.
This is levels of denial that even I look. Not don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm in denial about shit. All right, I get it. We all are to some degree. Oh, the level of denial on this one is rough. And it's blowing my mind.
But guess what? We didn't pay. We're all surprised. Late fees, interest charge. What a joke. What a fucking joke. 31% interest. Oh, what is this? Consumer Energy? I remember that from up there. Oh, yeah, we still owe $8,297. Just why don't you just do anything right? Ever.
I have tried to pay this down, but the fees and stuff are just getting...
Of course the fees are crazy. These are like credit cards, dude. Like, it makes perfect sense. If this guy's asking himself why his wife left him, he clearly doesn't know. The guy is living in layers of delusion. And what's even worse, I think what's worse is this guy has the same reactions to everything that my dad does. So when I call my dad out on shit, because he has a lot of shit I can call him out on 24/7, he has the same reactions that this guest has. The same level of denial, the same delusional bullshit. It's insanity. I almost feel like I'm looking at a younger version of my dad when I watch this guest, and it just makes me angry. I do love. I wonder how much I mean it sometimes when I say I love my dad, but I care about him. But he has been
kind of ridiculous.
Which
piece of
you
shit to me my whole
deserve.
life.
Because you got into that. Utility companies, sometimes they do fuck over people. You fucked yourself over. You didn't like.
I think it was a collaborative effort.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Look at your entire track record and how you go about life. No, I don't believe for a single second you're a victim in anything. You've put yourself in these situations. My gosh.
I've tried to get that resolved. This was from 2023 when I was using the marital home to operate the farm. The electric bill average was like $1,600.
I love how he calls it the marital home. This is one of the most broken marriages I've ever seen. This is just
a month.
Yeah, so you don't have that home then.
That seems like the best way forward.
If you can't afford the shit you get into, don't get into it. You dumb tit. And get out of it if you have to. I can't. There's a lien, blah, blah, blah.
I think getting out of stuff has been one of the harder things in my life to do, to just quit and move on. Yes. Yep.
What?
So currently the market is 290 and we owe 120. Well, they owe 124,000.
But obviously, if
with a lien,
pay off the debt, the IRS debt, that means you're in the clear too. Do they have any intention or desire to? Do you know?
To pay off the debt?
Yes.
No, nor the ability.
What? Do they make good money anymore?
I don't think so. I don't think they're making anywhere.
Titties
what
aren't
we used
making
to.
the money. I mean, porn stars kind of go, right?
Sometimes.
I mean,
some get way more successful. I mean,
I haven't studied the field personally, so not even on a monthly payment for this.
I was, but they needed $1,400 a month for it, for the minimum payment. So I can't afford that currently.
Of course, so that is just your income combined for your very successful businesses. How many employees do you have in this bullshit?
Just one. And then
you made
another
it sound
person
like so
that I
much
don't.
more substantial earlier.
Well, I can't afford more. I can.
No. Listen, I'm gonna gift you a course career certification in accounting. Hopefully that at least helps with your businesses. But I would honestly just abandon these and just go work a job if you're able to operate in a room with people. But you're not able to, so you probably can't get a job. So you're probably. Oh my. Again, I think this situation.
This guy, this guest, is incapable of realizing how fucked he is. The guest on this show is incapable of realizing how shitty his financial situation actually is. Unbelievable. Denial like this is just crazy to me, man. Like, I understand not wanting to admit to things in life. Like, I can't believe I have to admit to that. I get denial. Denial happens. It happens to everybody. But this is denial layered upon denial, layered upon more, just layers of denial. And the only thing he can do is smirk and think that he's being clever. And it's a defense mechanism, clearly. But he needs to just sit down and say, I'm fucked. How do I get unfucked? How do I get back into shit? How do I get back into life? How? That's wild. These are levels of denial that just blow my mind.
Unfixable because you're not able to operate like a human. And because of that, the situation is broken. $93 in our checking account. ATM withdrawal. Where'd it go? Subway. Called it. Taco Bell, Amazon Prime, PayPal and out. Went inside, got some bolt. eBay.
Dude, this guy's got a spending problem. I understand. Look, if you need to eat, you need to eat. But for one meal, if you're just eating alone, I'm sorry. You need to be shopping at grocery outlet. Hell, I don't look, here's the funny thing. I don't even need to shop at grocery outlet. I do it anyway because I need more money to invest. And the more money, because I just love investing, I'm addicted to it. But at least investing is an addiction that's a net positive for me in the long run. I get to retire early. What this guy's doing is a net negative. He's just getting into more and more credit card debt, buying bullshit, buying expensive takeout food. God, Caleb Hammer, I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know how Caleb Hammer actually does this, but I'm honestly impressed. He has kept a level of cool that I would struggle to have during this.
Taco Bell. Subscription. PayPal and out. Blizzard. McDonald's. Netflix. Taco Bell. Great use of
Garbage.
resources.
It's all garbage.
Yes, it is. Great use of resources when you're completely and destroying
And
your
I'm
kid's
paying
future.
31% interest on a credit card.
You owe $334 to the IRS. Credit cards, at least my concern. Taco Bell, McDonald's, Shopify, Meijer. But it's cheap Meijer, so it's not groceries probably. Taco Bell. Cash App, Taco Bell. What the fuck is your obsession with Taco Bell?
My kid loves.
He says his kid loves Taco Bell. I fucking doubt that. I think you love Taco Bell and got your kid addicted to Taco Bell. You're the one who got him addicted, you fucking loser.
Loves the 3-cheese chicken flatbread. They're $2.49.
Okay.
And they just love it. So most of them are just.
So it's scary if she gets a cold, but it's good to shove fast food down her throat.
Yeah. This guy is a walking contra fucking diction. I have never met anybody more fucking. Oh, he's right. Caleb Hammer's right. You're willing to put fucking taco cunt down your fucking down. I'm so mad. I'm really mad. This is insane. This is why Trump won. This is why Trump won, you guys. Everybody's like, oh, why did Trump win? It's like, no. Trump won because we saw people like this guy and we're just like, Yeah, whatever this dude believes, we're doing the opposite. Thank you. So.
At the end of the world, it's good to live a little.
But you won't let him go outside or interact with humans.
They go to gymnastics every week. Just
Cool. They get to see people once a week. I don't know. I just feel bad for the kid. Oh, you spent money on OF. Well, you're trying to see the old pair?
No, a different friend.
Friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably
Someone
don't
we
know
work
you
with.
exist.
What? No, it's a it's a real life friend.
PayPal out. Why the f are you giving them money then?
Wait.
To see them naked.
Oh, on. Oh, well, it's
Yes, the
not a lot of money.
OF. Huh?
Oh God. He's a simp. He's a fucking simp. I can't stand this guy. By the way, I did give a $5 super chat to my buddy Jordan Nawatney. Speaking of me simping, I do love my boy. He's a good dude. He recently got monetized, so I gave him basically a congratulatory $5 super chat. Thank you, Mr. Nawatney. Honestly, man, I've known you for a long time, and his channel name is Nobody, but he's a great dude. I recommend you guys subscribe to him when you can. He's awesome. Anyway, I'm having so much trouble finishing this. So much trouble.
It's not a lot of money on there.
Buddy, you have no money. You only have debt. You're a joke.
I like to be supportive of my friends.
Yeah, maybe support your fucking kid.
Yeah, support your kid. Stop simping on OnlyFans, you chode. God.
Taco Bell.
Oh.
Taco Bell. I don't know, $85 to whatever. PayPal out. Amazon. Taco Bell.
This is rough,
Another
man.
Subscription on Netflix. Blizzard. Wait.
I've never been so enraged.
But it's not. No, it's just a different time frame. Taco Bell. Blizzard. I think it's just another month showing the same exact bullshit. And no retirement. Because we're 34 grand.
Well,
Buddy, this isn't a budget conversation. Why the waste my time making a budget? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. You don't make enough money to be able to do budget. What's your rent to them?
the 1351.
Yeah, you don't make enough money. Like this isn't something I can make a budget for. That's not how this works.
I will be. I haven't been there yet.
34 years of that being there yet. All of a sudden, magically gonna start happening.
It's not magically. I've been doing hard work for years to get my farm
Hard work.
prepared.
You work 20 hours a week. You don't know. That's not what has to change. The budget isn't what has to change. Yes, you should cut down on your spending a bull. That's not going to make a dent in the IRS, honestly.
Yeah,
with what
right.
You
That
do.
was my thinking also. That
yeah, so you may as
it's
well
not going to make a dent.
Well,
the only thing that needs to change, the only person that needs to change is this dude. Maybe he just needs to file for bankruptcy. I don't even know what the option would be when you are when you're at this level of debt. He's like
it will make it worse. So yes, you're supposed to cut back on saving, but again, that is not the biggest thing at play here.
$25, $25 debt. I don't know. It's insane.
I'm not saying if you were immune compromised or fat or whatever, you shouldn't be afraid of certain things. I'm not saying that. You're more likely to die, of course. I'm not in any extremist camp. I try to be as objective as possible and just go off of what data exists. You're not able to operate in society, meaning I can't give you a budget that is in society. There is nothing that can be done here unless you actually join us in like the world. Like, I don't know. You're in your own world and you're scared.
Yeah.
And I can respect the feeling of being scared. As someone who gets anxious very easily, I can at least respect that.
Oh man, so Sammy Boy says don't get diddled in the Diddy hole. Trying not to, my brony brother. Let's see which oil is better, baby oil. Diddy is innocent, 38%. 38% of you say baby oil. 62% say avocado oil. Hell yeah.
I hope there's a time where I can.
But you've developed a phobia.
We only have 4 minutes left of this fucking terrible interview. I mean, Caleb is doing a great job. And you know what? Kudos to Caleb on this one. Fantastic. This is the worst guest I've ever seen. I've never been more enraged in my life. Blown away. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely. It's,
But that phobia is preventing you from existing or giving your kid a life or being able to prepare yourself for the future or your kid for the future.
But even if I make
coconut oil is pretty good, by the way. I agree with you, Sammy boy. It is tasty.
So
I love coconut water.
And that's beyond the scope of me.
Yeah, I have just DoorDash in the farm currently. That's my goal.
There's no budget in here, man.
I have
It's your
I
worldview.
filled this out on my phone even to I filled all of my stuff out on
And
there.
it probably says you spend more than you make.
No, I can show it to you if you'd like. I filled it.
You spent like almost $4,000.
Well, I mean,
last
what's
month.
coming in, so I can prepare for when I am making money, so I can set things aside and
What are
not
you gonna
mess
make
up
in this
again.
magical world if everything goes right?
Okay, so everything going right. So do you have a calculator? Can I borrow this? Okay. It's about $250 a day is what this will so $10 an hour, 24 hours a day without me working.
Gross.
Or if you want to cut it to a 10-hour day, $24 an hour.
I'm saying, what does it make net daily? Profit.
Yeah, that's my profit. $250 a day is what my profit will be as of April.
As of something that hasn't
This
happened yet. That you're really
coming
hoping.
up. No, it's happening now. The plants are there. I don't know how else to explain that. It
But
is
you
doing.
still have to move the inventory.
That's not the hard part. I have fantastic patience. That is not the hard part. The hard part has been having enough space to grow enough stuff to take care of this mountain of debt.
$250 a day for how long?
Every single day.
Forever.
And yes, and that's the
So
minimum.
you're making 91,000 hours a year.
Yes, that is the projected from just my portion after paying all of the bills and employees.
7,604. Cool. Catch up on rent. Pay off your debt. There you go. Congratulations. I don't know what.
That's.
I just don't believe you. You don't have a track record.
I don't know how to make it.
You can't. You can't because you don't have a track record.
I can't until I do it.
You're not. Yes, and if you do it, I will give you the biggest high five in the world, and I will celebrate with you.
To that
but
day.
your track record makes you a not reliable narrator on anything regarding money. You've been working on.
Yeah, omega-3 fatty acids, baby. You need those. And especially coconut oils. Got it, man. Medium chain triglycerides. Yep. Absolutely, brother.
Things forever. You made plans for taxes for 5 years and never did anything. I can't believe you. And you have to at least be able to recognize that.
Yeah, I recognize your position.
Then I don't care. This isn't. I just feel bad for you. I feel bad for your life. I feel bad for your kid's life. I feel bad for your ex whatever's life. I feel bad for their new person's life. I feel bad for anyone, no matter the extreme they have fallen down. I feel bad for anyone's phobias. Phobias are inherently irrational. I have a phobia of flying. It's irrational. It does. But luckily, I'm still able to live life. You're not. You're falling behind and dying. And your Hammer financial score is 0. I just feel bad for you. And I hope you get the mental health help that you need. Because you've fallen down a dark hole. Unfortunately, you're dragging a child down with you.
Does this guy, I want to know, does this guy actually get it? I don't think he gets it. I think he thinks I think he honestly thinks that whatever he's doing is the right course of action. And he's had nothing but actions that show that he is a terrible spender, doesn't know how to budget for shit. I don't know what he's spending. He simps on OnlyFans. If he's an OnlyFans model and he's making money, that's one thing. That's cool. If he's simping for other girls and shit, fucking stupid.
And that's what's sad.
I don't feel like
We're going to go to the post show,
that's
guys.
what's happening.
Apparently, I don't know what it is, but Lindsay, our producer, has told me that she has something for this post show that is incredible. She told me that she has this like 2 days ago, and I never hear that about post show. So I'm very excited. So, woo! Join us in the post show, and we'll see it there. You can join the elite version. There's thousands of hours.
Okay, I wanted to see how long I could sit there. Hold on. But no, honestly, that was terrible. That might have been one of the worst fucking things I've ever watched in my life. I've never seen a man so in denial about his current situation. It blew my mind. Like, the dude's in massive debt. 300 and what was it? 340,000 in $500 worth of debt. $340,000. I think it was probably more than that, but that's a lot of debt. And those interest rates are not any easier to deal with either. Cheers. Ugh. Ugh. What do you guys think about what we just watched? Because I'm blown away. I'm just generally blown away by all this, you guys. Just want to say thank you guys for watching the show. Oh, man. Well, I don't know what to say anymore. Tim Smith says I got a shower. I'll get it, man. Hey, get it. I after watching that, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop the live stream for the rest of the night. I think I'm gonna chill out. I do need to do a couple things around the house. I got a couple things I gotta minimize, and yeah, Tim, man, that's I want to thank you for showing me that, though, and allowing, and I want to say thanks to everybody who watched me react to that abomination of a guest. That guy sucks. That guy really sucks ass. But I want to thank you, Tim, for once again showing me that video. Sammy Boy, thank you for your comments. And Martin, appreciate you. Jack Me Off, thank you for being in here. I just love saying Jack Me Off. We had Martin, Jack Me Off, and Tim Smith, the MVPs. Sammy Boy, appreciate you. I need a moment after watching that, man. That was rough. That's pretty funny, though. That was pretty freaking funny. But that's some good content right there, man. Some good shit to react to, too. And it blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. God, I had nothing but vitriolic reactions to that. Unbelievable. Well, I do want to thank you guys for taking the time to view the show, as always. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate that. Also, another thing is check out realgarza.com. Once again, realgarza.com. But thank you guys. I'm out. Sammy Boy says, can I suggest content to watch? I don't think I'm going to watch anything else tonight. I'm going to end the live stream here in a second. But if you do suggest something, feel free to suggest it now. I may consider watching it maybe tomorrow, maybe a week later. I don't know. But I am open to suggestions. If you want to suggest content, feel free to message me on garzamedias@gmail.com. So that's my email. garzamedias@gmail.com. So yeah, feel free to send any emails. I don't give out my private email. I give out my private email. Tim Smith has it, but to everybody else, though, everybody else gets the Garza Media's email. So garzamedias@gmail.com. It's a good place if you want to suggest anything. I try to read those emails. Yeah, so anything you want to send, you can comment as well in any random video, and I'll be able to see the comment. But if you have any content suggestions, any links that you'd like to send that you think would be fun for me to react to or discuss on the show, always feel free to email garzamedias@gmail.com. Appreciate it big time. I want to thank you guys. As you guys can see, I'm bouncing. Pride Month. Anyway. Yeah. Feel free to email me. I just say, hey, it's Sammy Boy. This is some content I like to suggest for the channel, for you to watch on the channel, and I'll go that route. Always glad to help. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Sammy Boy. Thank you, Mr. Tim Smith. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. I'm out. I need to take a shower myself. I feel like